Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you press record earlier. You could have just edited an intro and exited into it and made it a podcast.
Bring our conversation.
Yeah.
That's tonight's podcast.
Enjoy it. Just random thought.
Oh,
Instead
I
of thought.
forgot to even check if we're live. Technically we're live?
Oh, was I saying all that shit live?
No, we've only been live for 16 seconds, but it's like... It's not streaming here. It's like we got the, what do you call it? The loading bar.
Oh, okay.
But it says we're up, so fuck it.
Here we go. From the industrial wastelands of Michigan, to the plains of Iowa, this is the American Greek Factory. Oh, that's weird.
Echoing.
Yeah, echoing. Hold on. From the industrial wastelands of Michigan to the fruited plains of Iowa, this is the American Greek Factory.
Why would they do a chip of that?
We're muted right now. We can say whatever you want. We'll end up on the podcast. I started listening to one of the podcasts, and I was like, wow, it's really awful when I blow my nose.
Remain
I tried to do it away from the mic, but you can still
Make
fucking
no
hear it.
move until you are ordered. We burn them to ashes and then burn the ashes. That's our official motto. Now we can see you. Clasp your hands behind your heads. Stand out in the middle of the room. Stand back to back.
Who can explain the fascination of fire? What draws us to it? Whether we're young or old.
Here comes the candles will light you to bed. Here comes the chopper to chop up your head.
And welcome to the American Greek Factory podcast. This is Nathan,
This is Conlon.
Andrew?
and we're all back together. Took
The
a week
new
off.
year.
No one noticed that we didn't do one this week. There was a lot of
I was too drunk to notice if we were having a podcast last week, but
well, me and Conlon were gonna do it, and then a bunch of shit happened with Stacy's work, and then we got the wrong night, and then but it's okay. Something had happened here, and I basically yelled myself hoarse. So if I did that podcast, I'd sound like who's the guy with Joe Rogan, Duncan Trussell? Yeah. Hey, welcome to the American Greek Factory podcast. That's what my voice would have sounded like. So
but then we could have played off. We had a celebrity guest star on. Like,
yeah, this is actually I sounded more like the guy from Breaking Bad, the younger guy.
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah, just talking like this. Hey, we're in welcome, bitch. Yo, yo, yo.
Maybe we could do a podcast like that. Everybody does the best celebrity impression they can voice up, so we can try and draw up some more viewers.
That would
I
do.
get- Should I just go through all my impressions?
Why not? We're here.
Alright. Well, fuck no. First thing I did was Christopher Walken. It's not my first voice, but I just remember I heard somebody do it Christopher Walken the other day. I was like, that's terrible. I think I do a better Christopher Walken than what that guy's doing, but all it is like, Christopher Walken. I don't know where I'm going. I'm walking. That's a sentence. Of course, we got the good old Sean Connery, which you just say should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers, but you can just say should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
Yeah. We did that in a weird bit.
Did we?
Yeah, the what was it? It was another great part of a bad movie. We always like those parts of bad movies. The one, the Wild West one in space.
Outland?
Outland. Yeah, we did the Peter
Oh, yeah, I read
Connery scene where I didn't do any impression. I just wrote lines, and you did Sean Connery.
I could do one line of Shaggy from
Shaggy.
Scooby-Doo.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, hey, Scoob.
That actually works. That's pretty good.
I can't say anything else than that. I learned that from Frank Caliendo, I believe. He just said, he's like, I think I can do that. I used to have a Jimmy Stewart, but it kind of has devolved into Don Knotts.
Oh, I can see how that leap. I can realize that.
I just say, oh, Jimmy Stewart. Because I had a cartoon I tried to make called Jimmy and Nixon about Jimmy Stewart and Richard Nixon living together after they've been brought back to life.
Oh,
And so, like, the easiest impressions to do is Richard Nixon and Jimmy Stewart. So it's like, so yeah, we can have anybody do that. And of course, my Nixon is like, I don't think I have a line for Nixon. You're just gonna talk like this and get all jolly.
Yeah, just look like you haven't. George Carlin say, "Look like you haven't taken a shit in a week."
Oh, the Redskins are fucked again.
Now, see, Nixon was one of those guys that he said awful things about people and stuff all the time, but he didn't say it on Twitter. Well, a lot of people have compared Nixon to Trump mainly because the only fact they know about Nixon is the impeachment, and the only thing they hope for with Trump is the impeachment. But really, very different cats. Both people that said awful things, but one doesn't do it in public.
Well, I mean, Library of Congress did stop keeping track of all the tweets ever tweeted, though. So, I mean, Trump's a little bit safer now than he was, because everything otherwise is public record. So, it's, I don't know.
You ever heard Mark Hamill do the Joker voice to read